Hey Sagittarius, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this December 2023 monthly tarot read. This is where we're going to look at week by week the astrological energies that we are all working with, as well as look back into November when you all actually started you all's solar return, but it's also energy around that Gemini full moon that was at the very end of November, as well as Mercury moving into pre-shadow in Capricorn. So this is the energy we are starting off December with. Do take a look at the description box below. It will highlight other dates that are really important for not only coming out of November but all of December. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Before we get into it, I want to thank each and every one of you for your likes, subscribes, and comments. Thanks for giving my videos a thumbs up. It lets me know these tarot readings are resonating with you. What are you looking forward to in December? Drop me a comment below. I love hearing from you all. Thank you to everyone who decides to comment. Always warms my heart. I try to respond to everyone, so thank you so much. All right, Sag, let's get right into it. Let's see what the month of December holds for you all. Now, Sagittarius, like I said, we are starting off December off that heels of that Gemini full moon and off of Mercury going pre-shadow. You can already tell the Mercury in Mercury retrograde is catching up with me before we even get into it. Mercury pre-shadow occurred at the very end of November, moving into December. So we are definitely going to have conversations that may not seem like you have all the information. So don't be surprised if moving through this month, things are convoluted. Conversations with higher ups, because this is Capricorn, your job, your career. Do take a look at your career and tarot readings as well. I have linked it below. All right, let's get right into it. You do start off the month with the Three of Swords in the upright. That's already the communication that I was talking about there, along with the Queen of Wands in the upright. Page of Swords, that second week of December in reverse, as well as the Page of Pentacles. So pages coming through, messages, second week of December. Third week, we do have the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, as well as the Six of Pentacles. Money news possibly coming in that third week of December. Last week of the month, we do have the Three of Cups in reverse, as well as the Knight of Wands in the upright. All right, Sag, so let's go ahead and pull an overarching theme card. Spirit, where do you want Sagittarius to focus their energies for the month of December and moving into 2024? Cannot believe we are ending the year. This 2023 went pretty fast. And the waiting game. I'm kind of sighing because it's kind of like right when I said this year went fast, there's like parts of the year that seemed like they zoomed by, and then there were parts of the year that felt like we were in this eternal waiting. And so when that waiting game came up, I was like, yeah, there was parts of the year that I was just like, when am I going to hear back? Or when am I going to move forward, right? So keep that in mind throughout this month. I think this depiction with the hourglass of the fertile tree and then the roots is a really interesting depiction. It's almost like that Wheel of Fortune. Like sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. It's like a waiting game. Like you don't know where you're at in the cycle. And I do think, Sagittarius, for many of you all throughout the month of December, you all have a lot of energy in you all sign. You have Mars that moved into your sign, Sun moved into your sign, all at the end of November, and then into December you have Mercury in your sign, and you definitely have Venus moving into your sign. So there's a lot of like waiting that's going to be possibly frustrating. And I do think as you open up the month of December, Sagittarius, some of you could hear news that could be something from a mother figure or someone who you look up to. That may not be the news that you were wanting to hear. This could be a disappointment of some sort. I do think that some of you all have been waiting on some information to come through and it hasn't come yet. And I do think the month of December is going to be that waiting game because we have Mercury in Capricorn retrograde, right? So this is going to be a time of possibly not hearing all the information that you want to hear, or hearing back in a timely manner. And it can be a little I think disheartening at times, just because, you know, it's the holidays, and possibly this has to do with, you know, family or someone not being able to make it to the holidays or something along those lines. But I do think by time you get to the second week of December, where we have Venus moving into Scorpio on the 4th, Neptune turning direct on the 6th, and your Sagittarius new moon on the 12th, I do think that there's some type of messages that are going to be trying to reach you by mid-month, okay? This is something around your work or your job, money coming in, or possibly bills that are due. There's some kind of conversations around clarity, but the clarity isn't coming to you in the time that you would like it, with it in reverse. And the Page of Pentacles is saying, are you going for a job interview? Are you talking to someone, possibly a new client? Are you trying to get some new funding? There's some kind of conversations that go slower than you would like, Sag, that second week of December. But I feel like it's positive news when you do receive it. So that's really good to see. Because by the time you get to this third week of December, when you have that Mercury moving into your sign, the sun is conjunct Mercury and full moon in Cancer on the 26th, as well as Chiron turning direct also on the 26th, some type of benefic event occurs. Either you're giving money to someone or you're getting some type of gifts. Remember, this is Christmas for those of you who celebrate Christmas, or this is the holiday season. So this makes a lot of sense that people are giving, feeling very generous. You're feeling very good about yourself by the time you come to that third week of December. I do think that, coupled with the news that you were possibly disappointed with at the beginning of the year, I think by the time you get to that third week of December, you're feeling much better. I do think that some of you are feeling not so behind the 8 ball with that waiting game card. And it does feel like by time you round out the month, Sag, with Venus moving into your sign on the 29th, Chiron turning direct on the 26th, Jupiter turning direct in Taurus on the 30th, and then the new year brings Mercury direct. You are ready to go, Sag. That Knight of Wands, fiery energy, that is you. You're like, okay, I've been tired of waiting. It's like you and your colleagues or friends are like, okay, let's get going. So I do think that by time you end the year, Sagittarius, much better, higher spirits than when you started off December. So that's really nice to see. And I definitely think that this waiting game is not going to be as hard as you think, but I do think it's what you make of it, right? If you already know that you're going to have to wait, put your energy into something else. Don't focus all your energy on the roots and nothing's happening, nothing is fertile. Focus on you getting to this point where fertility and information and signs are coming to you. I just think that you're going to have to be patient. Remember, Mercury in Capricorn is going to be about finances, your job, possibly higher ups or managers. So really just be patient. But I think overall, Sagittarius, this looks like a really positive December. Do take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs to see where all of this energy plays out for you. And also check the description box below for those other important videos like those career readings, okay? All right, you all, I'll talk to you later.